Encinitas is a coastal beach city in Southern California, and they are under attack. Parents there are under attack. And what happened was there was a boy in 5th grade, and he came home, and his dad said, "How was school today, son?" Right? Like every parent asks. And
5th grade, I'm sorry, that's 10 years old?
Oh, yeah, it's about, I think 10 years old, yeah. And, just like any parent asks, but he didn't answer his dad right away. And his dad said, "Son, what's going on?" And his son said, "Well, Dad, it was a little bit weird. And here's what happened. The 5th grade teacher, without the parent's consent or even notifying the parent, had all of the 5th grade students read a book called My Shadow is Pink." And the book is about a little boy, and when I'm talking little, I'm talking like 7 years old, who tells his dad that he's really a girl and he wants to start wearing dresses. And then in the book, you can see where the dad is kind of angry about it, but then realizes at the end that he's accepting of his son, and then he puts on a dress too, and then they go to the zoo together. So that's the book that they were forced to read, but then it gets worse. Then the 5th graders had to go to their kindergarten buddy class. So these are kindergartners that they would meet with once a week to do different activities, kind of like a sweet, like mentoring relationship. But then the 5th graders had to sit with the kindergartners while they watched that book, but in a video read-along. So now the kindergartner is hearing about My Shadow is Pink. It gets worse. Then the kids were instructed to go outside, and they were given chalk. And the 5th grader was supposed to outline the kindergartner's shadow with the chalk and then ask them, "What color is your shadow?" And there's been a federal lawsuit that's been filed as a result of this. And this family was run out of the school. They were bullied because the PTA decided to have a Pink Out the Hate day where they all wore pink to shame the 5th grade boy for speaking out. And so what came out in the court case was the 5th grade teacher conspired with the kindergarten teacher, and the email was shocking. The kindergarten teacher told the 5th grade teacher, "I hope this encourages our little buddies to let their shadow fly." So the purpose of the whole reading of the book and the shadow exercise specifically was to have kindergartners come out of the closet with the help of their 5th grade buddies. Horrible.
Tell me whether I'm crazy or not. It sounds to me like a ritual.
Yes.
You read, you watch, you talk about it, you discuss, then you go outside, you paint with the chalk, and then you say something, right? Like the words.
Yeah. And a kindergartner who went to school thinking he was a boy and idolizing his 5th grade older buddy is now coming home, right? And confused as heck. And there were emails that were sent to the school saying, "My son is very confused. He was told that boys can become girls at any time. And now he's afraid that overnight he's going to become a girl." This is sexual perversion. And I'm going to say it. It's child abuse.
So in order to understand those people correctly and fully, you have to understand their motives. What do they want to do, in your opinion? Why are they doing this?
Honestly, it all goes back to hating God. I had a really interesting thing that happened online. I also exposed a text message that was part of the federal court record, and the teacher's husband sent a nasty text to the parent of the 5th grader saying that he was a tool and that he and his family should move to a remote island, right? So it was part of the federal case. So I posted it.
Teacher's husband.
The teacher's husband.
What does he have to do with parents?
Guess what? Turns out I did a little bit of, he posted some anti-God stuff on my social media, but I dug a little bit deeper on his, and he's a raving atheist. And so this family has said, look, this is a federal lawsuit because you have violated my constitutional right to practice my religion. And that's what a lot of these people are motivated by. They see this as hurting Christians, and they're all in. Sorry, but it's the truth.